I now recognize Mr. Suozzi for his 5 minutes of testimony.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank you and the ranking member for holding this hearing. Holding Microsoft accountable is a good idea, and I think that Mr. Smith has demonstrated he's taken his father's advice. I think you said it was your father that said nobody ever died by using humility.
I don't know if he said it, but he's still alive today. He's probably watching this, for gosh sakes.
Well,
it is definitely something he taught me.
You've definitely taken accountability here today, and we appreciate that. And let me just ask, what percentage of Microsoft's business comes from governments?
If I had to guess, it's less than 10% globally.
And so what percentage of it is from just the federal government itself?
Not that much. We love the federal government. It is a big customer. It's one of our biggest, and it's the one that we're most devoted to, but it's not the big source of our revenue.
Couple percent. So you mentioned earlier that there are 300 million cyber attacks a day. Are the sources from state-sponsored adversaries of ours like China, Russia, Iran, and Korea? Is it from organized crime, or is it from individuals who are doing this?
I would say most of it comes either from those 4 nation states or ransomware operators. We track over 300 organizations, and those 300 account for by far the highest percentage.
So can you give a percentage for how much is from the state actors versus the ransomware people? Or the state actors sometimes ransomware activists also?
I can. I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but we can easily get that to you. Yeah, I will say, in addition to being a substantial percentage, they're by far the most sophisticated and serious.
So my big concern for our country is how divided we are. And our country's divided because of our members of Congress. There's 435 of us. 380 of them are in safe seats, so they don't have to worry about the people per se. They only have to worry about the people in primaries. So they pander to their base. So that divides us. And then social media, the people who get the most attention on social media, people say the most extreme things. And then cable news, Tucker Carlson was the most followed person on Fox before he left. Rachel Maddow, they've got 4 million viewers, 3 million viewers. They're kind of playing to the extremes. But our foreign adversaries, Chinese Communist Party, Russia, Iran, and North Korea, are taking disinformation and trying to divide us every day by taking messages that we're fighting about already and blowing them up bigger than ever. We need the great corporate citizen, Microsoft, and other great corporate citizens to team up with the people of the United States of America and their governments to figure out how we're going to stop this attack, because they're trying to destroy us from within by dividing us, using technology and disinformation and cybersecurity attacks on a regular basis to destroy us. So what can we do to team up more effectively? And what are the partners other than the United States government and Microsoft should we try and bring into this partnership to try and save our country from this division that is being exacerbated by our foreign adversaries?
Well, there's lots of great companies in our industry that are doing great things in all areas of the industry. And the good news is, especially there's this extraordinary CISO, Chief Information Security Officer community, where people work together across industry boundaries.
But we need to advise the public about what's happening.
Exactly. And I think we need processes to do that. And I would say at the end of the day, look, I think the point you just made is maybe the most important point that could be made at this hearing, because the greatest threat to this country in this space comes if our adversaries coordinate and unite, and we should assume that they not only can, but they will.
They are.
And the greatest weakness of this country is that we're divided, not just politically, but in the industry as well. And we just always have to remember that if we can find a way to summon the ability to work together, you all, if you can work together across the aisle, and we in our industry can work across the industry, and then we unite together with new processes that are probably government-sponsored, and some of them exist, including through CISA, so we can do what you just described, and among other things, help people learn, and also take the steps to hold these adversaries accountable so we can start to change what they are doing.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
That's what we
Mr.
need.
Chairman, Ms. Chairman, I'd like to participate in an effort by this committee, bipartisan, in some way, working with industry to come together as a team to figure out what we can do as a country to identify these threats, notify the public as to what's happening to them on a regular basis, and how we as a country, corporate, public-private partnership, can unite to fight against our foreign adversaries that are trying to destroy our country. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.